Zen Buddhist master and also President of World Zen Buddhist Association. I hope he can bring us some very good ideas to this social reconciliation procedure. Yes, Venerable.
Thank you. Just one thing for that, I'm not Zen master. So myself, I'm working for the Zen about 20 years for that my life. I'm still working for the Zen. And I was in the Zen school, so that's 2 years. And that's a time for that almost for that more than 10 hours or 15 hours for that I'm practicing the Zen. So Zen and the meditation is a little different between that. So that's I'm gonna talk about for the next sometime for the next one. So I like to say for this session for that we really celebration for that 2,600 years of the Buddha's enlightenment. On behalf of the member of that our Buddhist association in Japan, also for that other Buddhist association in Japan, really appreciate I'm here for the talk, and especially the people at the MCU who eagerly work for the holding this celebration. Also, I devote my prayers. May the blessing of the Triple Gem guide and Dharma us all. One thing, for that March 11, last year, extremely large earthquake in magnitude 9.0 attacked northeast region of Japan. Subsequently, for the tsunami attack many times in the most height for that 40 meters, 50 meters more. That's one-fourth for the city and the town located in the seashore of the Pacific Ocean in the north side. From the capital Tokyo, the number of the fatal casualty was 16,000 and 3,300 people are still missing. Evacuatory, the total number of the casualty record for the 400,000 at one point. Furthermore, explosion at the nuclear power plant in Fukushima Prefecture occurred by the tsunami attack and the shortage of the cooling water. Finally, they could halt potential spreading late lay. However, the power plant has been under risky conditions still. Japan is the only one country to have experienced the atomic bomb attack in that world. However, the nuclear reactor accidents occur, which is claimed as a worst event. I sincerely apologize for that worldwide impact of that accident and deem that it is a time for the Japanese people seriously consider this event and to judge Japanese government ability to administrative control of the nuclear power plant. Cities and towns in the region were totally destroyed by the large scale of the earthquake and the tsunamis. The refugees need evacuation centers. Buddhism temple in the region become the active evacuation center to save refugees. of the several months during evacuation period, monks and supporters in a Buddhist temple located in the area from Tokyo to Western Japan supporting the refugees, sending them material need, not only providing materials but also mental support for the refugees, is the main support in which younger Buddhist monks have been working for the refugees with no house, no workplace, and no jobs. Besides, people in the new religious Christianity or Islam are supporting the refugees as well. Among the supporting activities, emotional care or grief care, counseling is a very important care for the refugees. I'm working for that grief care program about 40 years in Japan. So I'm helping for the young priest for that dividing volunteer, for that providing listening to the refugees, visiting around the refugees' temporary houses. In October last year, big flood damages an area in Thailand, Myanmar, and Cambodia. And the people in the area is still suffering from the damage. The damage in that MCU has been heavily since the flood occurred. I need to visit university to see the damaged building with Vice Rector Venerable Sawai in February. In the past, human beings tried to keep harmonized life with nature. However, recently the people, through egoistically, stuffing, and create convenient condition, advantages only the scientific or cultural development, leading large-scale deforestation or industrializing of farmland. They cut trees in the mountains and built dams, steaming the river for the releasing the pollution water in the ocean. As if they could have a control of nature, I assume that almost all that recent natural calamity might warning that Mother Nature to human being egoism. We should have more humility to nature. Buddhism is a religion in peace. Now, it is a time for the Buddhists and all the people over the world to take strong action for the future life, harmonized with nature. At first, with a strong mind, we need to get together over the borders and lead life in Greek mentally to appreciate nature, to keep blessing the nature we need, to eliminate ill mind, choosing only selfish desire or egoism, to contribute, to create properly always consistent over the world and save fellow people who suffering from that violence. This year is a memorable year with a celebration with the 2600 years of the Buddha's enlightenment. We should regard this extremely big disaster as a hardship given to the Buddhists and should respect the spirit of the Buddha. The precept of the Buddhist law showing that the spirit of the Buddha is neutral way. In other words, the law of the nature and the body of the life. On the base of the spirit, Buddha, with the celebration of the 2,600 years, all the Buddhists from the world should join together, all the established rescue teams in each country, stock rescue supply, and set up rescue network to be worldwide network. Now I would like to ask the Buddhists stand attending this celebration to constantly force for that this meaningful establishment. I consider that we need to prepare for the possible disaster in future in the worldwide team. Everyone here attending this international meeting could prepare well and enough for the next big disaster so that there would be no more victim like Japan in future. Shall we do? It is worldwide team. Thank you very much for your kind attention.